Advice is to be undertaken at your own risk, and in no way are we responsible for your poor life choices. Hello, it's me, Sunfire SG, and welcome back to the Obsidian Order, Season 3. Right, I may have derped a little bit. We did have a video, a clip, that I'd recorded of an intro already where we talked about the big news this week. That the competition has been judged, and we won. Well, kind of. It was a three-way tie between myself, Cranky, and Bobbert. Well deserved. Honestly, I'm surprised, we didn't all tie. It was that close. I kind of wondered if everybody would vote for each other and somehow we'd get all 5 contestants winning, which would have been fun. But probably would have required some sort of tomfoolery and cahoots beforehand. But it does mean that we did have a golden ticket. I went down in the video, and I went down and I proudly purchased my new Eat Stick. We now have 2 of them. And my hope is, because I tried to combine them, I had hoped that maybe we could combine them, and it doesn't work. So, I'm hoping we can convince all-powerful server god Mentus that we can combine that to make a knockback 20 stick. That is my hope. Whether we can or not, she may say no, I may have to put this in storage. It's okay. It is what it is. But we've got a lot to do this episode. We have got a little meeting with Cranky over at the Kingdom of Mud, and we had to set up an office there, so that's what we're doing today. But also a nice little... it's a special build as well. We've expanded the shopping area. There's a new shop here, and it's a bit of a dedication to a friend of mine. And yes, I hope you enjoy it. Welcome, and enjoy.
What do you think?
Oh, I dig it.
Yeah, it's gotten a little bit bigger, huh?
It. And I'm like, hey, yeah. In the last episode, I kind of mentioned that this had, the micro apartments had Cranky vibes. Yep, definitely Cranky vibes. I love this. Are they like the air conditioners or solar panels on the top there?
Yeah. So the one that's smoking, the looms, those are, I'm guessing, air conditioners. Not everyone has them, apparently. I don't know.
No.
And then, I think solar power is going to be big in the Kingdom of Mud.
Oh, it'd have to be. So, you're in a hole. Like the only... You've either got, like, hydrothermal, which is definitely a possibility because you've got the geysers and stuff over there. But solar, when you just directly... There's no trees blocking line of sight. It's just the sun beaming straight down. You got the cliffs, I guess, blocking some of it, but not all of it.
No, I think it would be perfect.
I think it's perfect. I think it's a great idea. As well as the vibes on the inside, the Cranky vibes, which is trademarked, by the way, now. You can't use that. That's mine.
Oh, dang it. It's got my name in it and everything. Can't use it.
You sneeze, you lose, buddy.
Dang it.
I'll loan it out to you. Yeah, I like that. That's one of the things that I really dig on the inside was the use of the trapdoors to make those small spaces, because it really... Do you know what it reminded me of?
What?
Student accommodation.
Yes.
It felt like really claustrophobic, like study environments, and I'm like, this is uni. This. I know this. I know this feeling.
Do with the room that you have.
You do. So no, I really enjoyed that. I thought it's a really good style, and I loved the fact that you went with multiple buildings.
Mm-hmm.
Because that didn't even cross my mind as something we could do. It didn't cross. I just went one building.
I thought I was going to get kicked off, though. Like, I thought that was going to be the thing that I lost for. It was because I made
permanent ban.
Yeah, we didn't say multiple brownstones.
Yeah, you cheated. That's 4 entrants in one. I wasn't sure if we were supposed to do that, but
okay. So what you're saying is go into the ballots and see which one you voted
well,
for.
I mean, you can
cool.
if you want to be prejudiced against me. Jeez,
I
thought voting was a freedom and a liberty. I thought this was a democratic kingdom. Cranky, are you telling me it's not? Is it some sort of oligarchy?
I mean, here in this kingdom, democracy, right? But when I step outside the kingdom, then I gotta abide by other people's laws.
Right. Okay. I see how it is. I see what you're laying down there. Okay. Right. Yeah. Well,
but here's the question. I have a question.
Oh, you've got a question for me. Oh,
I do.
I should start charging you for my services.
You really should. I would be so poor.
Professional consultancy. This is what I'm going to do for your office. I think you've changed what I'm going to do for the office now. I'm just going to set up a professional consultancy, and you can just put some questions in for me.
You make like a fire pit so I can send smoke signals to you when I need you.
Oh, I thought you meant just a fire pit where you put your question in like a complaint thing and it spits it into the fire.
Yeah. Just spits it straight into there. Man, I hope he gets it.
Pretty much, yeah. So go on. What's your question? This one's a freebie. We'll let you off.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So I think if this is the road, right, and then these are buildings over here, do you think the buildings don't look great from right here, this angle? Oh,
you mean like from here? No, I think they look good.
Does it look wonky? Or would it look better from like here? If this was the road, would this look better, or where you're at?
Well, I think for what you've got here with these narrow houses and the type of accommodation it is, it's got the feel of not a main street. Like it's more the residential kind of like the factory worker streets in England, where they've got the terraced houses. I said these are taller terraced houses, and I think coming out from here, you kind of want that sort of almost oppressive feel.
Yeah. Okay.
Not saying that your citizens aren't happy, Cranky, but like if you're coming out of a tiny little apartment and you walk right out of your house and you're just like, oh, look at this lovely open road and this beautiful. I've got so much room. It doesn't feel right. It feels like rent would be a lot higher. Right. I like the idea of like coming out and you've got that feeling. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
but you wanted that closed-in feeling. That's what we discussed sort of last time, is you wanted that closed-in, the lived-in feeling of Miram. And you don't get those windy streets if you have bigger, wider roads. You just don't get the same feeling. So I think trust the process at the moment. It might feel like it doesn't look as nice from here, but when you get the points of interest, the living, like little bits of lanterns and plants and stuff on the streets, it's going to make the world a difference.
I knew I was a genius, but it's always good to hear it from somebody else.
Dude, I'm always happy to come here and tell you you're a fantastic builder, because every time I come to any of your kingdoms, any of your builds that you've done across any of the servers that we've been on, I'm always wowed by it. Like, there's always some... No! Shut up and let me compliment you.
Yes, sir.
Right. Well, it's smaller than I remember. I don't know how Corgi got as much detail as she did into her little office. It's very, very nice. It's very cozy. I don't know how I'm going to get a massively modern type feel in there. I have got a plethora of different things we can put in there for this little office / consultancy agency. And I may need to take a little cut here and do a little bit of tinkering and come back to show you what we've actually done here. We'll do a bit of building on camera, I think, for the special shop that I have planned. But this one here, yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of thinking. I don't really have a plan for this yet, so it's going to be a bit odd. Right, office complete. I kind of went with the colour scheme that we have for the lovely Petropolis anyway. We went with a nice little sunset banner, which I think I've used before. I can't remember who came up with the design. If you do know, let me know and I'll put it in the title description. But yeah, we used a roundel magenta banner, a couple of bits of orange and blue dye, and you get this lovely looking sunset, which I really dig. We also went with the glowing item frames, kind of a bit like Corgi as well, just add a few things. We've got our generic... Oh, I've put these in the wrong ones, I think. Yeah, I have. Generic legal advice is over here. Let's change that. Cheat generic building. That's good that we figured that out. Jeez. We could have been in a world of problems there. And generic legal advice. There we go. Now it's the right way around. So, generic building advice, we've got stuff like, particle effects can work wonders. Don't forget the life spots. Nothing an aquarium doesn't fix. And basically you hit one of these, it spits one out at random, and you get a little bit of advice that might help you. Same with the legal advice, but I will put a caveat on this. It ain't that good, okay? This isn't the best advice. Go on, do it. Don't be a chicken. Insult the judge. Insult the prosecution. Not great advice. In all honesty, I wouldn't recommend that. But that is also why we have this here. We have a note saying if you're wanting more specific and useful advice, please contact Sunfire. But we've also got our legal disclaimer here as well, which I expect anybody that wants our advice will read, because it's on them, not us. All advice given by Sunfire Suncorp Limited and any of their holdings and subsidiaries is not legally binding. Advice is to be undertaken at your own risk, and in no way are we responsible for your poor life choices. Fees may be charged for services rendered. Any direct consultation with Sunfire or any lower member of Suncorp's team will incur a charge which will be discussed post-meeting. Should you wish to confirm prices beforehand, it is your duty to bring it up any time over the agreed amount will incur an overtime charge at 150% of the regular fees. Failure to pay may result in Suncorp seeking other means of compensation, not limited to monetary reimbursement. Any further inquiry can be directed to a liaison from Suncorp or direct through Sunfire himself. Remember, buy smart, buy Suncorp. So yeah, we've got our legal spiel there. It's all looking pretty good. We've got a nice little setup. I think Cranky will like that. I think he'll dig that, and I think he'll like the stupid advice bureau that we've set up. And he knows that he's always welcome to get some advice from him. I'm happy to do that for him. Anyway, we're going to leave that there, and we are heading back to the oil rig, to Petropolis. We've got some stuff to do. One, I've also got some more banners to put out now that is our official crest for the season. But also, we've got a shop to put in that's got a bit of meaning to it. Right, here we are. We have our shop picked out. I kind of wanted it central. I wanted it prominent, if that makes sense. This is going to be Lonnie's Luminary Literature. I had a friend who unfortunately passed away 9 years ago, and he was a big influence growing up in school. Very creative, loved his music, got me into a lot of different musics. And I can't believe it's been like 9 years since he passed. And I've done this before. I mean, Craftway Season 1, I did a little library for him. It's not even that he was like a massive bookworm. He wasn't. He's just a decent dude. And the time that I was going through, at that time I was at high school. And it was a bit of a rough time for me. I spent most of my time in the library. And he would frequently comment on that, but in an endearing way. It wasn't a sort of, hey, I'm calling you out for being in the library. But he was just a solid dude. Very nice dude. So this is what we're going to be doing. I'm going to do a little bit of tinkering here, get this looking nice and cozy. There's a nice sort of tight-knit little bookshop here with maybe some little reading nooks up here. Maybe like it could be like a little cafe coffee bar type thing, right? So we've got, I might change the stairs to be more of like a wraparound type deal. And then we'll have like a counter with a brewing stand so people can get like a coffee and a cake and then chill out with some books, some secondhand books up here. Ooh, I like that. Okay, I am going to take a little cut here and tinker because I will need to change this a little bit. And then we'll do a little bit of decorating here as well. All right, back soon. Right, so we've got a few things to finish off in here. I've kind of gone with a similar style as Lamode as far as like having candles and stuff in there. It just adds to the ambience. Who doesn't like reading by a bit of candlelight, right? It's nice. We've narrowed the door a little bit. I wasn't too sure how I felt about that at first, but it does give the bookstore a bit more of a closed-in kind of fun feel, which I do dig. So let's go ahead and light the candles and stuff like that. We've got those there. I don't think we've got any at the back there. We've got some in here too, and some there. Brilliant. So that is everything lit up. Now we've got a bunch of books to put away. I don't know if I've got enough, to be honest. I don't want everything full, but it would be nice to have, you know, a decent amount in each bookcase. And I'm looking at this, I don't think I've got enough. But I'll do what I can, right? Yeah, okay, that'll do for now. I'll grab a few more books sort of in between episodes. I'm not going to worry about that too much. We do have a few more plants to put out. Let's go with a Lily of the Valley there. We've got a torch flower there. Yeah, put the little cherry blossom in there, it's nice. Yeah, so a little chest there. Again, this isn't really a shop. It's designed to be a point of interest for people to look around. I'm not going to be selling stuff in here. I might come back and put a little bit of carpet in here too. If I can. You might want to put that on top so we can put carpet underneath it. Just to kind of, I don't know, make it feel a bit more lush. What are we thinking? Do we think it needs it? I don't know if it does. I'll play around with that in between episodes. I'll let you know if I do change it. But one of the things I did want to do is a little memoriam type book. You know, because he was a good friend. He was a very good friend. So it's just little words of wisdom. Never doubt if you are important in this world. Every small act of kindness, every positive action you make is remembered by someone. Don't fight battles alone. There are more in your corner than you realize. And it isn't weak to ask for help. It's one of the bravest decisions you can make. Look after each other. Miss you heaps, mate. You probably didn't realize just how much of an impact you had on those around you. It's immense, and it still is. You know, it's 9 years on since he passed, and it's one of those, you just, every now and then, you think of something silly they did, some fun little thing that they did, and it just makes you smile. And that is exactly what Lonnie did. He was an absolute character. Super chill, super nice guy. And yeah, one of those people that sort of sticks in my memory as someone who's very important to me. Anyway, before I get all weepy and emotional, that is where we will leave it this episode. We've done a lot. We've got a lot done. We've got our first sort of shop in. We've got Lamood that's open. Is it Lamood or Lamode? Lamood. I got it wrong. Lamood is open. We've got Adela planning on opening up here in this, what was an Italian restaurant, but she is welcome to change that. Adela, if you do actually change the glass, if you do move in here, could you change the glass and keep it? Like I could still touch it and remove it and do it myself, actually. I might do that. Let her know it's free to be taken over. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Bit of a message this time around, but hey, you got to learn sometimes, right? You got to have some sort of educational content every now and then between the mindless shorts. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.